Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back out today on our permission we were on last time. We're back on our medieval market, or our hammered field as we call it. There are so many hammers in here, and even after 3 years of searching this, and I've gridded most of it, there is still hammers coming out of here. They're not as abundant as they used to be, but they're still here. We have got other fields to search here. There is other ones that have been harvested, but this one is the shortest. The rest of them are either rapeseed stubble, which I don't fancy doing. It's a pain to do. I really don't like doing it. This one though is really short this year, as you saw in the last video if you watched that one. Really manageable, and we've had so much rain over the last couple of days. It is so soft. I'm standing on it now, I could feel my feet squidging in it, you know. Last time I was here, it was like concrete. I could dig about 4 inches and I really struggled to get beyond that. It's just kind of levering cracks and things to try and break up the clods. But this time, this ground feels absolutely perfect for it. So hopefully it's going to enhance our signal depth as well. So we're going to kind of focus on the far side today. We're going to be heading over this way, more on this side rather than where I am at the minute, which is more roadside, primarily because that side has been less searched. This side by the road, very heavily. We've searched this a lot, and over the last few years we've searched and searched and searched this area. So this area has become quite quiet. The other side over there though, we've not really focused on. We're going to kind of give that a go today, and maybe do a bit of gridding over there and sort of see what we can find in there really, and hopefully we'll get some nice things out of there. And then we may kind of just wander around a little bit and sort of work our way back up to the top where we are now. And yeah, let's go have a dig, guys. Let's just go see what we can find, because this is a field that gives. This is a giving field. It gives us silver often. So my fingers and toes are crossed on this today. Hopefully we're going to get a hammered or two, maybe some other bits. But yeah, let's go have a hunt. Let's see what we can find. I'll see you on that first hole. Here's our first target of the day, just here. Nice clear blob on that screen, look at that. Nice 2830. Good one to start off with, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, this ground, we've had so much rain since I was here last. This ground is so soft. This is absolutely perfect. Low stubble, soft ground. This is an ideal day for this. Absolutely brilliant for it. Last time I was here, I really struggled with the ground actually. It was so hard. I really struggled with it. But today, we won't. So yeah, let's hope we get some good targets. We've got a bit of something here. I think it's a bit of bronze or something like that. Not really sure. Don't know. Piece of something. Nothing great, but still some history. I don't know, but either way, I'm just happy to be here with the ground being this this soft. So yeah, rubbishy first target, but yeah, there's a lot to find today, so let's get on, see if we can find anything good. Nice one here, nice bright sounding target, nice blob on the screen, and the best part, it's only one chevron down on that screen, so it's going to be literally right here. A nice bright sounding one, that, isn't it? Very good. I'm just going to move out the wind. It's very windy here today, and I don't want the microphone to pick up too much wind. So let's see what we've got in this bit. Nice high number on there. What is it? Oh, it's a big button. Okay, it's better than a bit of junk. Yeah, there's not many buttons on this field actually. There's very few compared to some of these fields on this permission. So when you find them, it's not like you're finding them back to back actually. It's now and then. You don't find that many in here, which is nice. Yeah, nothing on there at all. It's absolutely blank, but yeah, either way, nice little find, nice little button. Quite a big button actually. But yeah, nice 1700s I reckon, something like that. Nice little tomback. Yeah, cool little button. Nice little find, screaming target, but you know, the targets don't always turn out to be amazing targets. But still a nice little bit of history there, isn't it? So yeah, good little find overall. Just had this lovely little buckle up, guys. Look at that. Is it a buckle? Maybe it's not a buckle. I think it is. Not really sure. Not actually seen one like that. That's maybe it's not a buckle. A bit different to normal. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I don't actually know what that is. Yeah, not a clue. Doesn't look particularly old. Obviously, you know, maybe a couple of 100 years old, but yeah, not old. This field is very full of little bits like this. But yeah, if you guys know what that is, please let me know in the comments. There you go. Nice. Good little find anyway. Absolute screamer that was, up in the 60 VDIs. But yeah, good little target anyway. Cool. Nice layer one here. 49.50. Quite near the bottom of the field now. But yeah, nice 49.50. They're the ones I like to find. I think it's still in that hole though. Doesn't sound like it's out. No, it's definitely in here. Actually, it's a bit deeper than I thought it was. It's not that far off. Got it in here. Got something here. Yeah, another button. Could it be button day? Hopefully not. Damn it. 49. I really hoped that was going to be something better. There you go. Little button. Nothing even on there, is there? Anyway, yeah, lovely little button again. Right, another high VDI. Another 50, 52. Yeah, pretty good sound in that one. Hopefully not another button. Seems to be the way of the finds today, doesn't it? Buttons being them high VDIs. And we'll see. They're always good ones. They're always ones that I'm interested digging. Oh, it's not a button. Or is it? I think it's actually a kind of a token actually. It's not a button, is it? Could be a button. Maybe not. Just trying to get that mud off there just so we can see, because there is something there. I don't know. Is that a trade token? It could well be a trade token. It could well be a button. I don't know. That little bit of gold coming through there makes me think it's probably a button again. But if it is, it's definitely got something on there, hasn't it? It's hard to see that. Maybe we'll give it a bit of a clean up actually and see if we can see if there's anything on there, because there's definitely some detail on that. And I'll get my spray bottle somewhere in here. My lovely Relix bag. Let's see if we can get anything on this. See if we can see anything. Well, there's something there as well that I think it's a trade token. I don't think that is a button, because I don't think it wouldn't have stuff both sides, would it? I think that's a trade token. There's definitely detail there, isn't there? That I just can't see what it says. It's very hard to see. That's definitely a trade token. That absolutely. Well, that's a good find. Brilliant. Love finding trade tokens. There's quite a lot of them in this field as well. There's a lot of these. A lot of them. Don't find that many these days though, because I found a lot of them already. There's definitely something there, isn't there? It's easier to see actually when it was dry. It's quite hard to read now. Let's try and dry it as well. So we could dry it up a little bit. Sometimes they're easier to see when they're dry than when they are wet. But yeah, that's cool. That's a good find. That's a good find. Yeah, I think I was better off leaving it dry. But when it dries up, end of the video guys, we can have a look at it properly and see if we can see what details on there. There's definitely something that, there's like a lion there. There's a lion in a shield.
Very hard to see, but there you go. Lion in with a shield. Just trying to get the camera to focus on it, but it's quite hard to see. It doesn't want to focus on that bit, but yeah. Cool, trade token. Nice. Good find. Happy days. Well, we've got our first hammered of the day there. Look at that. Nice little silver edge just poking out of this little clod here, look. Nice. I thought we might find one, as I am back on the hammered field today. Not sure quite what it is yet. Hopefully something quite nice. Portrait side looks a bit rough, doesn't it? That doesn't look great. Hopefully though, hopefully it'll be enough for us to ID what this is. I mean, potentially it's probably, going by what is normally found in this field, it's probably Elizabeth I or Edward. Unfortunately, I don't have my brush anymore. I used to have a little toothbrush with me, and I don't have one anymore. I need a new one. So it's going to have to be the spray bottle. But it's not quite as good, actually, because it can't really get in those little bits that we need. That is quite a rough hammered, unfortunately. I was really hoping that's going to be really, really nice. Is this shield side? I think this is shield side, isn't it? Yeah, got a shield there. Looks like it could well be. Yeah, I think that's probably a Lizzie. Probably Lizzie, most likely. She's very, very common in this field. But hey, it's still a nice hammered. It's still a hammered. Even if it is bent and warped and cruddy like this, it's still hammered, which is awesome. So I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can find a portrait on there in the sun. That is so difficult to see. Do you know what? I can't see any portrait on there. That is pretty rough, isn't it, unfortunately? But hey, hammered silver. Just see the shield there. Very difficult to see, but you can just see it through there. Nice. Our first hammered of the day. Absolutely brilliant. We're on a win so far. Lovely, what I think is the top of a button here. Look at that. Lovely little pattern on there. Absolutely full of mudlet. I better get that out. I think it's a button, isn't it? Not really sure. I'm not really sure what else it could be. A lovely little pattern. That is beautiful, isn't it? Really cool. I love these buttons like this because they're just so decorative. Like, they're so unique. That's beautiful, isn't it? Definitely beats finding a plain button anyway. Nice, that's really cool. Great little find. Really nice. I mean, that was ringing up about a 10 VDI. I'd literally just dug a hole right there and it was here. Mad, isn't it? Sometimes it's just like targets just so close by to each other. It's absolutely awesome. But yeah, there you go, lovely little find. Nice target here. 58, 57, 58. Just there, I don't know if you guys can see that with that sun on their screen, but nice 57, 58 there. Don't get many targets like that in this field. A lot of them are smaller, bitty stuff generally. But you know, if we're getting some good big numbers, could be something a bit different. Hopefully not a button. What's there? It fell. Got here. Oh, is it a button? It's a button. Ah! Why are the big numbers throwing up a button as well? It's a shame because I was hoping it was going to be something like a coin or something, but no, unfortunately it's a button. Can't help but feel kind of disappointed when you find a button because you know, there's so much hype on it, and yeah, unfortunately it's a button, but there you go. That's how they trick you. There is a lovely little bit of bronze gild on there. Nice. Anyway, little button, guys. Plenty of buttons today, isn't there? But at least we found a hammered so far anyway. But yeah, let's keep going. See what else we can get. I think we got our second hammered here, guys. Very hard to see, but it's just a little silver edge. Just there, look. Just poking out. Well, I hate saying it's a hammered because sometimes it's not and it is actually a button. It's definitely hammered, isn't it? Definitely hammered. Oh, brilliant. Number 2. Second hammered of the day. Absolutely brilliant. There you go. Little Eddie, I think. Oh, looks like a little Eddie penny. The second hammered of today, though. Absolutely brilliant. Probably in better condition than the first one, isn't it? The first one was rubbish. This isn't great, but there's a bit of detail on there. We can just see some detail through there. So yeah, you got the 3 pellets in there with the cross in the middle. But yeah, nice bit of silver. Second silver coin of the day. And that is why we call it the hammered field. There you go. Brilliant. Happy days. More silver. I thought this was actually a bit crappy kind of lead, but cleaned it up a little bit, and yeah, it's got some nice little markings on there. So I don't know back in the day if it was actually, I don't know, part of cloth seal or something. It's definitely made of lead, but it's got some markings on there, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it just goes to show, you know, lead was used for so much back in those times, and I have no idea what this would have been, but there you go, a lovely little bit of thing. It's always worth checking, you know, because you never know. I've found so much lead in this field today and all the other days I've been here. There is so many bits of lead, but if you don't clean it up and have a look, you might just miss something. So, although it's nothing special, it's nice that it's got some little symbols and, you know, some writing on there and stuff. So yeah, it's still kind of interesting. Nice, interesting bit of lead. I think we have potential here that we may have a coin. Very high pitch. 86, 85, long. It may not be a coin, but that's the general kind of EDI I tend to get if it is. It might just be a big bit of rubbish, but I don't know. It's always worth checking out, especially in this field, because a lot of the targets in this field tend to be lower VDI. They don't tend to be big like that. It's quite rare in this field to get anything big like that. There's a lot of smaller stuff in here. Not much sort of high VDIs like that. It could be something completely rubbish, but it may not be. It's always worth checking out. Let's have a look. Look at that. It's definitely in here. This one, yeah. Aha! We have something. Nice. Looks like a coin, doesn't it? I think we have got a coin. Oh, is it silver as well? We have a silver coin. Well, that was not expected. Nice. I knew it would be a coin, but I did not think it would be a coin like that. Oh, wow. Okay, the condition is not as good as I was hoping, but look at that portrait. Oh, nice. What a way to sort of wrap up the end of the day. That is amazing. It's like William, isn't it? Is it William? Oh, I can't remember. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember. I think it is William. Nice. That's got to be something like a... God, I can't remember off the top of my head what they are now. Shilling? Is it shilling? Maybe? Oh, I did not expect that to be a silver coin. I thought it might be a copper coin, but not a silver coin. Look at that, guys. That is triple silver today. Nice. What a day. Brilliant. Well pleased. really nice little target here. Look at this, guys. This is a little, either a cloth seal or a pot mend. And this, I think it's cloth seal, isn't it? Because it's closed like that. It's like a little clam. But yeah, I love finding these. I've found so many of these in this field. I don't tend to find that many now. But some of them, I've seen some that I've found that have had kind of like Georgia and the Dragon on there. And some lovely little patterns, little decorations. This has got something on there. I can't really see exactly what that is. Got something, hasn't it? But yeah, I love finding these. But yeah, I only really find them in this field. This is the only field I tend to find these in here. Not really anywhere else. Out of probably, I think there's about 8 fields on this permission, and this is the only field I find these in. Really, I don't really find them anywhere else. And this is why we used to think it was the market field, because there was so many hammered in here. You know, you can imagine people with their change and their money and exchanging coins and things like that to buy things. And then you've got cloth seals and seal matrices and stuff like that. And, you know, there's loads of stuff. So you can just imagine this being like a little hive of activity on here back in the day. But yeah, lovely little find. Brilliant. Happy days. Really happy with that.
Well, how about that for a day? I wasn't expecting triple silver, that's for sure. I'm more taken back by actually finding that William, actually. The hammers are great. I love the hammers, but I've not had a silver milled coin for a long time. This is the first one actually I've had in probably a couple of months, if not longer. So to find that is absolutely, I mean, it was totally unexpected, absolutely unexpected, and a great find. I'm really, really pleased. Actually, really thought it was going to be junk. But no, it was not. It was a silver William, which is absolutely amazing. Brilliant. Really, really brilliant. I'm well chuffed. So yeah, good day overall. So yeah, let's have a little roundup, guys, and see what we had today. Right, well, what a day. We've got coins in the coin pot, 3 silver, 1 token, lots of nice little bits. I think there's even a bit of silver here, which I'll go over in a minute. And loads of buttons, guys. Look at all these buttons. There's some really nice ones here as well. Do you know what? I don't actually show off many buttons because I don't really like finding buttons that much. But when you find ones like this, I mean, look at that. That is awesome, isn't it? Love them when they're like that. Absolutely beautiful designs. Absolutely wicked. And that makes finding buttons all worth it, you know. Found another little nice one as well. Must be a day of nice decorative buttons. That one, I think, there's also this one as well. That's got a bit of decoration around the edge there. Yeah, a really nice load of buttons today, actually. The rest of them are pretty basic. But yeah, some nice ones in there amongst them. Let's get on to these then. Again, this is from the hammered field, and this is what I mean. This field is the only one that has lots of these little like bag seal, cloth seal, pot mend stuff like that, bits like that. This is the only one I really find this stuff in. I don't really find it in anything else. That one I think is a cloth seal, isn't it? It's got that little fold with 2 kind of circles clamped together. But there is just absolutely loads of these in this field particularly, and I don't find them in hardly any other fields on this permission here apart from this one. So yeah, nice to find. Another little pot mend bit there. See some sort of detail on there. Can't really see what it is, but yeah. And a strange bit of lead. I have no idea what this is. But yeah, kind of odd shape. There must have been something back then. Not sure. But yeah, artifact wise, not a huge amount. Not quite sure what this is. I don't know if it was some sort of stirrup mount or something like that. I don't know, not quite sure. I'll let you guys decide. Let me know in the comments what you think that is. Again, I didn't know what this was. I thought it was, I initially thought it was a buckle, but I don't think it is. I think it's some sort of, I don't know, maybe something from 1700s maybe, is my guess anyway. I'm not really sure. Again, another one for you guys to ID. Musket ball, don't find many of these actually these days. I used to find loads of them in here, but I don't find many. I think I found most of them. A little musket ball, and the only other thing I found, oh, apart from one more, was this tiny little thing. Excuse the dirty fingernails. But yeah, tiny little round thing with a hole through the middle. Not quite sure what that is, but yeah, I don't know. It piqued my curiosity. But the thing that actually made me most curious was this. And it looks like a silver pin. It's very sharp on this end. But yeah, definitely looks like a piece of silver. No idea what it is, unless it was from some sort of brooch.
and that is the broken pin from it. That's the only thing I could think that is. Strange, isn't it though? But yeah, it nearly stabbed me in the hand. Yeah, weird. Very cool though. Quite sort of interested about that. Yeah, so let's get on to our coins then. Look at these. I mean, right, we've got a wicked, what is this? It's a trade token. In there you can see a shield with the lion in the middle, which is quite similar actually to when I found a Scottish merc, which I think is what, James? I think it's James the 6th or James the 1st in our country. But yeah, very similar to that really. So maybe that's potentially James, of James's reign. But yeah, you can't really see what it says on the back there. It says there's a bit of writing. But yeah, very cool. I love finding trade tokens. I just think they're just, you know, full of mystery. Lovely William III. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. I love finding milled silver. Especially his actually. It's not the best condition. It's a bit of a weird shape too. I'm not really sure if that's maybe it's some sort of sixpence or something. I'm not really sure. Look at the shine on that. Lovely. Yeah, like I say, not great condition, but a lovely bit of silver. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, William III, lovely. I love finding those. Onto our hammers. I think we've got a little Lizzie here. Elizabeth I. Lovely bit of hammered silver. Again, condition is rubbish compared to what I found before here, but there you go. It's a nice little find anyway. Always pleased to find a hammered. And then lastly, yeah, we got our lovely Edward, little Eddie Penny. Again, crap quality, isn't it? Rubbish. I found so much better than this. But there you go. Finding a hammered is a hammered, so there you go. Overall, a really good day. Very pleased.
So yeah, an absolutely brilliant day. Again, I've only been here probably 3 hours. This is all it really takes on this permission. I could do longer, I could keep going, but I found what I wanted to find, you know, and if I spend more time here and then I don't find anything, I feel like it's like wasted, if you know what I mean. I'd rather finish on a high than finish on a low. And definitely got that today. Really, really pleased. Did waste a little bit of time doing some gridding, but in the end it did pay off for 2 hammered coins, didn't it? So it is what it is. And another area checked out. Now it's funny because the William was down the bottom, down here, which I have searched so many times, and I've never found it. So whether it was just brought up in the plough or I don't know, but for some reason I've never found it. I never found that there. I must have searched it about 5-6 times, maybe more, over and over again. Never found it. I have no idea why. Maybe it's just the plough just moved it enough this year that I don't know. It made it findable. I don't know. For some reason it was there today. So I'm really chuffed actually, really, really chuffed. Now the hammers are over the far side, which I haven't checked much. Because we tend to stick close to the roadside because that's where most of the hammer coins are. And I primarily come on this field to find hammer coins really. The other fields on this permission are more artifacty heavy. This field is more hammered heavy. So I tend to come on here if I'm feeling like a day I want to find some silver. My best chance of finding silver is this field. This is the field to find hammer coins in. The other fields are more like, you know, artifacty stuff, maybe some copper coins, stuff like that. But this one is just an activity zone for hammered coins. So not sure why. I don't know whether it was just a trading marketplace at one point or whatever, but for some reason, this field is the one for hammer coins. And the others, yeah, still really good, but they're a different focus. So yeah, either way, great day. I've really, really, really enjoyed today actually. It's been perfect. The ground is so much softer. This is perfect for it. Low stubble, softer ground, absolutely ideal. So hopefully it will stay like this a bit longer rather than baking in the sun again over the next couple of months and then having like no rain and then just having like just solid ground again. So but yeah, it's great to be back out again actually. I've really, really enjoyed it. I've really missed it actually. It's been quite a long time and I kind of forgot how nice it was just to come out for a few hours and just in the peace and quiet, you know. saying that, there's been a police car down the bottom all day today. I'm really curious what they're doing. But I don't know what they're doing down there. Stop somebody, but yeah. Anyway, right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I do really appreciate all your views and your comments and your subscriptions to the channel, because, you know, we really want to get this channel to be, you know, up there. I always try to make it high standard. I try and make good content. You know, I don't want to make rubbish just for views, because it's pointless, isn't it? So yeah, so, you know, with you guys, we've done absolutely amazing, you know, so thank you so much for all your support. I will be back out here many more times, I'm sure. Obviously we've got Detectival coming up as well, and we've got where is it, Detective Mania, I think it's called, up in Scotland as well. We'll be both of those events with Dragon. So yeah, really looking forward to those as well, guys. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, please, and leave us a comment, guys, because it always helps. And I love hearing your views and your insight, you know, and especially your ID knowledge. It all helps me. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one really soon. I'll see you there.